Hi, my name is Leanne, and I've been in the fish tank hobby now for 7 years, and I have 7 fish tanks. Today's topic is all about fish meds. So, what do we start off with? Well, I would always start off with aquarium salt. Aquarium salt is safe for the fish and it is safe for plants. And I've also found it safe on my amphibians, the African dwarf frogs. Use about 1 tablespoon for each 5 gallons. This is this aquarium salt. In other packages, it gives you different directions. Now, why would you want to use aquarium salt? Is to prevent things like ick, or just as the first sign you see your aquarium and you go, oh my gosh, my fish have spots all over them. What should I do? Well, I would attack it first with aquarium salt. Now, my rummy noses here seem to get spots on them all the time, especially when you introduce a new fish. They're the first ones to go, oh boy, we're gonna get ick. So this time I decided to put aquarium salt in, and it seemed to do its magic and they didn't get ick. I also quarantined the fish first too. And now, another thing one can do if you discover your tank has ick or is full of ick is use Ick Guard. Ick Guard, you can buy it at Walmart or on Amazon. You can use it, you use 1 tablet, makes the water turn blue, and then you have to do a water change every day, which I know might seem kind of annoying, but it really works out really well. It usually cures the ick. Ick is kind of like a common cold for the fish. But the only problem is that fish will actually die from ick if they don't get it treated. So aquarium salt, you can raise up the temperature and get it treated that way. And aquarium salt also works for other ailments too, like fin rot or 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 the body slime for a body coat. Okay. Then we have this is another thing that we have that treats fin rot, and it also treats body slime and open sores. So you could use this if this treats this, if you need this for treating it. Now, another thing you can use for body slime, if you notice that they need another coat, is your Nutrifin Aqua Plus. It helps with coats the scales and the fins. And I also, you can do a change with Prime. And if you do a water change with Prime, it would help with the ammonia and nitrates to lower them if you've not done a water change for a while. You can also, there are some natural medications on the market, like Nutrifin, but I've never found them to be that effective. They use tea tree oil. So with this, there's also the fish Now, for other diseases that I've dealt with neon tetra disease, which the neons just passed away and died. I couldn't figure it out. Now, I've tried the ick treatment of adding more salt and raising the temperature in my goldfish tank, and some goldfish die because of the temperature shock. So with that, it does not that is not a good solution if you're trying to do it in your goldfish tank. It would have been better if I've used IckGuard. And what should you do if the fish passes away? Well, your first instinct might be to flush down the toilet, but that's not a good idea. It's better for you to go out in the yard and bury it, or to even put it in your city garbage would be better. With that, now what about fish deaths? Is this quite common? Well, at the very beginning, it might be common because you're learning your fish skills and your tank has not been cycled. So you might have a lot of fish deaths because your tank not being cycled. But as you improve upon your fish skills, you should lessen with fish deaths, and hopefully you will not have had any fish deaths for a long time. Was it last week, or was it the week after next week? I also check if the tank has the right temperature, if it has the right pH, if the nitrates are way out of whack and you go, okay, first thing I need to do is an emergency water change. So that's another way you can help yourself with by always keeping an eye on your fish. Another way you can help with keeping an eye on your fish is to count how many fish one has. And if you count how many fish one has, you can realize if you had any fish deaths recently. So it's always a good idea to keep a log and count how many fish you have periodically. Thank you for tuning into this video about fish medication. Please subscribe if you like this video.